Hey, it's Chuck here back with Milton Daily Homes, and today's Friday, so it's our big wrap up before the weekend. So, um, last week we talked about some homes on Tremaine and how there's been a lot of sales, a lot of activity there, and I haven't had a real chance to go over this in videos, but I got an email last week from Zishan, and very well versed in the town hall goings on, I guess you could say. And he sent this PDF over to me, and what it is, it shows that Tremaine would actually be rerouted for the purpose of having another highway exit. So a lot of the existing homes on Tremaine, my understanding was it was going to be an exit right off of Tremaine here, but it looks like it's going to be redistributed. So definitely better news for the guys living on Tremaine, but it's still obviously going to be a factor. But I wanted to thank Zishan for clearing that up. Haven't met him in person, but we've had some good online dialogue, and he gets my highest recommendation. He's running for councillor of Ward 8, so awesome guy. Check out his blog. He's got some fantastic material online, and the website is actually just below, so you can check that out too. So, and I'll leave it in a link on the blog. So today we have 9 listings, and the first one up I think is an absolute winner at 706 Colson. It's not much to look at from the outside. It's a semi-detached. It's 319, 3-bedroom, 2-washroom, 122-foot lot. That's very nice. Look at the inside though. Hardwood on diagonal. Very nice looking stuff. Renovated kitchen at 319. Very, very good. Even upstairs, you've got, looks like hardwood, could be laminate. It's hard to tell from the pictures. Renovated bathroom. That looks like a brand new home. So really, really lovely stuff. And you got some privacy in the yard. Like I said, I mean, at 319, this pays for a townhome in the new area on a smaller size lot, almost 36 by 122. Unbelievable, fantastic. So I'm a big fan of this one here. And I have no doubt that it's going to sell pretty fast. And so 640 Thompson Road is at 339, and it's this one's been relisted. I believe there's a couple homes that what happens is the agents will cancel the old listing, put a new one up, and sometimes it fools people. I can't even figure out if this has been listed before, but we'll take it on its merits for what it is. So 339 semi-detached, and I believe it's a Brent Grove, 1,500 square feet, and the kitchen has a couple upgrades inside. But I mean, this stuff here, take the bike out, take the water bottle off the table. There are ways to drastically improve the impression. That's not a picture that does anything for this home. I don't sit there and go, I want to buy the home because of that. You don't. You came to see the room. You see a bunch of crap on a desk. So that's the news with that one. And 2-car parking in the driveway. And at 339, I think these ones typically sell sort of in the 340s, even up to the 350s, low 360s if they're really nice. So being on Thompson, usually knock off about 5%. I don't know, it's okay. Like, it's not blowing me away. It's not god awful though, the pricing. Andrews Trail 305, this one's a relist as well. Semi-detached, almost at 360, 3-bedroom plus 1, and 4 washrooms, including a 2-piece bathroom. That's toilet and sink in the basement. Finished basement here. It doesn't have the size, but what it does have is 9-foot ceilings, the 2-car parking in the driveway, the finished basement. So on paper, this one looks very good. When they reload the pictures, if you remember the old listing, it had some parquet floor. What I always say in videos is that, hey, you know what? Nobody comes to me with a wish list that says parquet floors. It's one of those funny things that nobody's really super enthused about. Overall, I think this one has some good value. Donley at 389. You've even got a little porch up here. It's a relatively quiet street. Inside looks absolutely beautiful. The photographer, this is a professional photographer. This is what pictures should look like. And pot lights here, so you've got some nice floors. The kitchen looks beautiful. There's a little butler's pantry just around the corner there. All the colors match up. You had some green apples there. Good job, guys. And it's a big home. I mean, we're talking well on the other side of 2,000 square feet for a semi. Definitely put together well. You got a little fireplace upstairs. This is a bedroom area, and glass shower, all that stuff. The yard's a pretty good size. It's almost 100 feet deep. And all that together, I mean, it's one of the better semis out there. I think it's priced at, correspondingly so, but I think that there's a lot of great stuff in this home that is very, very nice. So I like this one. I'm surprised it hasn't sold yet, to be honest. Seller's Path 389, so same price range. So now, take out the backyard, make it detached, put a double car garage, and that's kind of what you're left with on this one here. Decent. It would be nice if it had hardwood. Kitchen, stainless steel appliances, center island. Those are movable islands too. And there's the deck that's above the double car garage. There's no real backyard. That's your property right there. I think these ones are really tough to sell because they do compete with the larger semis, detached stuff with the yard. Comparing this to what other ones sell for, I do think it's priced where it needs to be, so that's a good thing. Fourth line. Now this is a very unique property. This is a Wyndham corner. It's at 445, and very interesting because it's essentially on a double-sized lot. It's 85 feet in the rear, and inside the home looks very nice. Hardwood floors, kind of a honey color. Fireplace. It has a good layout. Some people aren't crazy about the kitchen layout here. They don't find it big enough to have more than one person in. But overall, it's a very popular model. The basement's finished, so right away we're talking, 420 to 430 kind of range, and then you have this big lot, and you go, wow, that's fantastic. Now, here's the catch with this one is, here's the property right here. You can see the yard, how big it is. There's a bus stop right here, so you're right on fourth line. It's a tricky one. Oh boy, so there's Dairy Road right there. Okay, so you've got the median, you got 2 lanes this side, two lanes that side. It's right on the corner of 4th Line and Dairy, 2 relatively busier streets, and so that's what's going to be the challenge with this one. Are you willing to trade getting a double lot, a huge pool-sized piece of land, for the noise factor? I don't know. It's a real tricky one. I think it'll take a little while to sell this one. I don't think that price is necessarily the main issue. I think they did a reasonable good job at pricing it. Now Cousins, 545. There's another one for sale that I think is a good deal in the 570s for this. That one has a finished basement. This one looks incredible. So let me show it to you. So it's almost 2,800 square feet. You walk in the front door. This is pretty much your view. So you see the dining room right in front of you. The kitchen is stellar. The countertops, the backsplash, all that stuff is just beautiful. The design, everything is right on. Pot lights. There's the living room right in the front of the house. And then upstairs you've got 4 bedrooms too. So Cousins, great street. Price on this one, beautiful. Again, that very competitive range right now, the low 500s, but that entire 5 to 600 range is really, there's a lot of stuff happening, a lot of good homes. Great time to move up if you got a lot of selection. So Wrigglesworth is, I believe this is a Green Park home. Hardwood floors, so now you're talking about the same size home, 27, not nearly as nice inside, although still pretty good. I think this kitchen would look better in person, moldings up top, that kind of stuff. This angle isn't doing much for it. You got a sneak peek in the kitchen view. That's your backyard, so you're backing onto protected space. All in all, very nice. Again, competitive price range. Very hard to price these ones. It may look a touch high to me, but in person it could really be a knockout inside. Now Easterbrook, this one I believe is a relist too, 600,000, double car garage. We're talking about a sundial home, and it's 3024 square feet. Some of the stuff inside, they don't give a lot of details about it. Really have to see the pictures for this one here, but the lots are bigger on the sundial, so this one has a lot of 51 by 100, and then the inside 3,000 square feet. It's looking like it's definitely in the range, depending on what's happening inside. So that is our list before the weekend. So enjoy yourself, and we'll catch you back on Monday. Okay, take care. Bye.